welcome back to my bows only account, and today's going to be a bit of a short video because I just wanted to talk to you guys about the future of my bows only account. Now, I've been playing this account for over a year now. I've invested a lot of time into this account. I have every single character that is a bow user on my account, and every single one of them are level 90. Lots of time, lots of investment, they're all fully built. I own two very solid damage bows and two very solid support bows, and I also have Skyward Harp. I also own every single bow you can pull on the banner. I did eventually get it range gauge. It's not good really compared to any of the other bows on my bow characters, but I have it. It is mine. We also have all these other weapons we've pulled along the way, and now I've got to ponder what next. Now our aim is to complete Spiral Abyss. That is our overall aim, and as you can see, I have done fairly well with Spiral Abyss. I've cleared the first 3 chambers at 4 stars. It's this final chamber that is the problem with the Rift Hounds. Rift Hounds are just a big issue for my bows account in general, just because the owner does not heal enough. She's an alright healer in general, but when it comes to Rift Hound, she does not heal enough. Even with Venti's crowd control, these two big Rift Hounds just like demolish you. And the best way to counter this would be to have like a freeze team with like Child, which you can't really do because of the Icewind Swoot on the second half, which makes this just a terrible Spiral Abyss. But next Spiral Abyss might be better. We might be able to clear it, and then what? Then what for our bows account? I don't know. I mean, I proposed the race between my bows account and my free-to-play account to see who could clear the Spiral Abyss first. My bows account obviously has a head start, but it's going to happen eventually. Most of my bow characters are really well built. There's quite a few that I can improve, but they're really difficult to improve upon. Like, how do I improve this? She's not even on a crit bow. I can improve this, actually. This is quite easy to improve. She can be better. Tanari, I think, can be better. But, like, all I can do now is farm artifacts and try to make the stats that I have better, which, you know, I am saving some artifacts so I can do a artifact video with you guys. I have a nice big hoard slowly gathering, but we're going to be waiting now for a very long time, perhaps, for a new bow character. So I want to propose a question to you guys, and this is on you and the feedback that you give now. And I've put this question on my community thing, but I don't think anybody really notices or how likely that is to pop up on people's like front pages or whatnot, because I'm a quite small YouTuber. But you can comment down below, or you can go check on my community tabs and vote there. I want to hear from you guys because you're the guys who watch me. And here's my question: do I continue to save all my wishes? I've got quite a few now, like 30 going. We're building up. Do I save every single wish now and just start trying to like C6 characters, like C6 Yelan? Do I save all my wishes and try and C6 the next released bow character whenever that comes out, which will most likely be Natlan? There's been like a running trend where the very first character in each region is a bow character. So if we start saving now, it's quite possible we'll have enough Primogems by the time Natlan comes out that whatever bow character they release in the first patch, we can just get, and we could probably C6 it, no matter how good or how bad it is. We could do that. Or we could open up the qualifying bracket on our bows only account to include all projectile range users. What do I mean by that? Well, you might have noticed that they have started to introduce characters that use guns. The recent character that Genshin has teased is holding a gun. We know that Chlorinde quite likely will use a gun in her kit. No matter what weapon she has, she'll probably use a gun somewhere in her kit. Sinjwind, if you play the Archon quest, also quite clearly uses a gun. And we know from leaks that there are going to be characters coming up that is not included on these 3 characters that have all been shown with guns. Have guns. Guns are projectile weapons like a bow. Do we broaden our account, my account, to include gun users or all projectile weapon users, which would mean we could include Mika, because Mika uses a crossbow. And the important factor on all these characters would have to use the projectile weapon as a main portion of their kit. Because like Mika uses his crossbow as his skill. I know he uses it in his attack animations, but the important factor is he uses a crossbow in his skill. If a character uses the gun in their skill or ult or both, then it would count. If they just have an attack animation which includes a gun, that would not count because it's not part of the core kit, it's just for a normal attack. Like Alhaitham uses 2 swords in his normal attacks, but we don't count him as a dual weapon wielder, do we? No, we don't, because he's not. We count him as a single sword user, or whatever. Genshin seems to be bringing out a lot of characters, definitely in the future, that are going to have more unique looking weapons. They seem to want to include other weapon types while still including the normal, without broadening the weapon categories we have currently. I imagine because they don't want to add a new weapon type to the game, because they'd have to introduce a bunch of new weapons. They would then have to balance these new weapons against the current weapons that exist. So we're not going to see like a gun weapon type added to the game, but we're going to see characters who can use guns. Now the question is, do we include these characters who are using ranged weapons like we do into our rota? The ranged weapon, from what I've seen of leaks, are part of the core gameplay. Yes, they can also use whatever the other weapon type, but the core gameplay mechanic is the actual use of the projectile weapon. Do we include these characters? Do we broaden our range? Does this become a projectile weapon account? I want to leave this with you. This is ultimately your choice. Comment down below. What do you think? Should I save and just save for Natlan, save for the next bow character whenever that comes? I think it will be Natlan. There has been some leaks that suggest we will get a new bow character before Natlan, but if it's a 4-star unit, I could probably pick that up. Fingers crossed it doesn't become a Farazan repeat. It might. No problem. Or I could wait. We'll probably get it for free on event sometime, because you've gotten most of the recent 4-stars on an event. I could probably wait for an event to get them. I don't actually have to pull for a bow 4-star on the banner, because it's quite reliable now that we'll get them in an event eventually. I don't know. But let me know. Comment now. What should be the fate of my bows account? Because I don't know. I mean, I don't mind playing this account. It has gotten a little bit repetitive, a little bit boring, but I can maintain this account until the next bow character comes out. But I don't know what really exciting things we could do on it. Comment down below if you have suggestions. I am going to do like an artifact thing with you. Look at all these juicy artifacts that I don't actually need most of these. Like, I need to go through these and just bin anything that is bad. If it is bad, like, what's this? This is terrible. Binned. Terrible. Binned. I need to go through this, every single one, because like I've got all the pieces I'm ever gonna need for my characters. Look at all this fodder. I'm just collecting. I have built a physical set for Fischl. I'm still doing some like build stuff, but like I've done most of the stuff I need to do. All I can do now is just farm for better artifact pieces or whatever. So The fate of this account is in your hands. Let me know what I should do. Because if we do want to pull for a gun user, we've got to start saving now. Because one's coming. or we can just, not worry about it. Not worry about it and save till C6. C6 for whatever character. We could get C6 Yelan. I'm not actually too bothered because I've seen how much damage a C6 Yelan can do. And compared to the damage that my current Yelan can do, I can just say you C6 Yelan users need better artifacts. um, like, how does my C0 Yelan do more damage than yours? um, yeah. So, yeah, just imagine how much damage my Yelan would do if it was C6. But unfortunately, we've missed Yelan's banner because we couldn't pull on it. I think she came before Lenny, or no, she came before Venti, and we needed Venti. So it's likely she won't be back around until next year now, unless they release her again before Natla, which is possible. She's a popular character that I think sells well. I don't know. I am conflicted. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. The decision is yours. Thanks for listening to me talk for however long this is. Like I said, it's a short one today. I just wanted to chat while I'm very busy building Farina and Beiju on my main account. That's just taken up all my time in the last week. Well, weekend, I guess. Yeah. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Goodbye!